Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. This episode of the Angry Man Podcast is brought to you by Born to Box, which is a gritty documentary from the perspective of the boxers, trainers, and the boxing's insiders coming from the good brother Curtis Schoon. Go check it out. www.borntoboxfilm.com. Curtis Schoon is known for his work in American Gangsters. I believe it's episode 7, Kenneth Supreme McGriff. He was the executive producer there. And this Born to Box is certainly going to be amazing. Go check it out, www.borntoboxfilm.com. All right, Jay, let's jump into this. So Terence Crawford has not actually responded to Errol Spence in terms of the eye injury. I know that there's videos out there on YouTube saying such things, but that is quite frankly not true. All he said was no comment, which to me is not necessarily a reaction. He could have been talking about anything. But the one thing that I did want to talk about a little bit is Terence Crawford's comments from about 7 hours ago. Here's the comments, Jay, on Twitter. LOL, hate it or love it, I'm just that guy. Anytime a fighter opens their mouth, my name in it. So what does that tell you? And then he has hashtag Terence Crawford era. So interesting statement from Terence Crawford, Jay. It's a strange one to me, to be quite honest. And I know people are going to take this as hate because no matter what is said, it's always considered hate when we talk in regards to Terence Crawford. I'm going to read this again so that people really understand it. LOL, hate it or love it, I'm just that guy. Anytime a fighter opens their mouth, my name in it. So what does that tell you? Now, Jay, when I hear the comment, I'm just that guy, it could mean anything, right? And in one regard, I would actually say Terence Crawford is correct. In another regard, I would say he's absolutely incorrect. Now, here's the thing that really writes it home for me and lets me know exactly what he's talking about. And the reason why I'm like, yeah, we got to talk about this. Anytime a fighter opens their mouth, my name in it. So when you say that, now if he would have just said, hate it or love it, I'm just that guy, and then put the hashtag Terence Crawford era, I would agree with it because I would have assumed that he's talking about he is the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. And he is that guy in regards to that. There's no mistaking. I don't care if you have a Nui. I don't care what a Nui does. Terence Crawford is the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport, bar none. There is no argument as far as I'm concerned. If you come and tell me otherwise, I will argue with you that that's not the case. Terence Crawford is the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. So I have made that part clear. But when you follow that statement up by saying that every time a fighter opens their mouth, his name is in it. Exactly who?
Only one person is mentioned his name.
Exactly. So who exactly is it that when they open it, it's like anytime a fighter opens their mouth, if they're anywhere close to like 160 or 168, it's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is so big, he got you constantly with his name in your mouth. And you 3 weight classes below him.
And what does that mean?
So how is it that you that guy? Canelo is that guy. You know, Abdul Wahid, I'm going to go ahead and call him Abdul Wahid, a.k.a. Gervonta Davis, a.k.a. Tank, is that guy. It's not Terence Crawford when you're talking about fighters with their names in the mouths. It's not him. But he is that guy in terms of number one pound for pound fighter. He is that guy in terms of the number one fighter in the sport. He is that guy in regards to that. But like fighters, dude, like I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, is Terence Crawford trolling us? Or is it a situation where, you know, he's just borderline delusional? I don't know which is it. Jay, what's your thoughts on this?
I would say a little bit of both with Terence Crawford because he does like to troll, what I've learned just from watching him over the years. So he does like to troll, but he also feels like he's never gotten his just due, although he has been getting his just due after beating Spence. That was the thing. We all wanted to see that fight. He had a phenomenal performance against Spence. We got it. He won it hands down. No one's disputing that. It's, we can't. Everyone say that Spence didn't look right, but we still say he didn't look right. But even if he looked right, I don't know if he could beat Terence Crawford the way Bud was fighting. That
Yeah.
was all. And now we said Bud is the number one pound for pound. We said it from the get go. I said it from the very beginning. Who won that fight was going to be the number one pound for pound fighter. He won it. I gave him all the flowers. Continue to give us flowers. But people say we're hating because everything we say is not. Because we're critical of all fighters. They don't like that when it's their favorite fighter. When we say anything about Spence, some Spence fans get mad about it. But regarding Bud, he's always putting stuff out there like this. I'm like you said, I'm like, dude, only one person has said your name recently, honestly, and that was Spence. Y'all just fought. Spence hadn't talked in a while. He started talking. He I don't even know if you really said Bud's name. He called you bro. He didn't even say your name in the tweets that I remember. All the time he said your name, he said he gave you flowers saying that you should have been the fighter of the year. So again, no one is talking bad about you. You've actually gotten credit over and over. That you re-signed with Top Rank to continue dealing with that stuff, that was on you, buddy. No one else. So if you still mad about that, hey, I don't know what to tell you, my dude. You handled your business in the ring. You did what you're supposed to do against Spence. You're the number one pound for pound. But as far as someone talking about who they want to fight, they're talking about wanting to fight Canelo. They're talking about wanting to fight Abdul Wahid because those are paydays. You're still not the payday like that. You're not the cash cow like they are. So that's why your name's not like that. But as far as talent-wise, yeah, you're top. You're the pound for pound fighter of the year. Your fighter of the year and your pound for pound. So I don't know what more you want. I mean, I don't know what more you want, dude. You're still mad about some stuff that happened some years ago, and you're still holding that on. If that's what you use to drive you in, as far as your fights, cool, keep it. That's making you a great fighter. Keep using that, and then whoever you fight next, if it's Spence, depending when that fight happens, or someone else, we'll see if you take it out on them again. But the stuff you be tweeting, I mean, I just don't follow you, but I think from some of our subscribers that are true super Bud fans, they say Bud is just like that. He likes to troll people. So that's what I'm getting. Looks like Bud is gonna start back trolling again, like he did a little while middle of last year after the fight. He started trolling big time before that, during that time. So maybe he's gonna get back on that cycle because now we gotta see what he's gonna do next. But it's the Terence Crawford era as far as like what he's done. He's pound for pound number one fighter of the year. Just chill a little bit though, Bud. No one's talking about you like that. Fighters weren't.
Yep. So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Bud Crawford feels that he is just that guy. He is the definitely the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. But when he says that a fighter, every time they open their mouths, his name is in it, that would suggest that he is the face of boxing. And in my personal opinion, of course, he is not. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out www.borntoboxfilm.com. That's from the good brother Curtis Scoons, and he's doing remarkable work out here, moving the culture forward. Until next time, peace.